Hey guys, welcome back. And let's see what we are having offered today. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Jump on the charts in a moment. Just give me a second here. Okay. Right, so what do we have here? Gosh, we got some good overnight push higher to that 28,600 level. I mean, we've got all this equal lows down here. I know this is a 15-minute. So change this to that. This to today. Right, so we've got all these liquidity still here. Take that off. Take that off. Trying to see if there's any other liquidity here. And this is potential. Also equal lows is, I think this could be it. Nope, not that one, sorry. One, yeah. Okay. These are equal lows. All right, so we've got lots and lots of liquidity down here. And today, I guess, is going to be sitting and see what we're going to do. Nice trend line liquidity here, trend line, just taking all that trend line liquidity there. So I think probably going to have to be patient here and not just run crazy. I mean, just be crazy today. Pretty much stuck down, so not to worry about that. I think let's see how price develops. There's no red for the news today, so let's see how it starts, and then we'll take it from there. We've got about 2 minutes before market opens. Just see the 5 minutes. So we in this fair value gap, guys. Is also on 15-minute. Hold on. So let's see. It's also a 50-minute fair value gap. This one here. So let's pretty much in there. So we need to see, we need to see what price is going to do. So we'll look at the 1 hour. Also a little fair value gap there. So we need to break through this all close below this equal lows to take us lower. So we'll go to the daily quickly. So we're so far above yesterday's high. I mean, all those equal lows are stuck in there. So let's mark it out. Let's do this. See how we perform from here. Right. Okay, 1 minute is also there. Pretty much there. So let's see if we're gonna bounce up here to these equal highs maybe. don't know. We're going to see in a minute. Okay, like now, let's see. Just letting it play out. Equal lows down here. Let's see. So we're breaking through that fair value gap, which is good. But I'm not going to just short it here. I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to wait for the 15-minute candle to close, because this could go all the way up here. Then we're not inversing anything. So let's see. Let's see. So Nasdaq has gone through the fair value gap on 15 minutes. S&P, yes, hasn't even come close to that fair value gap. So let's see what it's gonna be. What's it gonna be? Right, so now we see some push up. Remember, we've got liquidity here and those equal highs up there. So normally if you see that S&T divergence, that showing that, one's running liquidity and the other one's not, so one's weaker than the other one. But I never traded that. I just starting to look at it now, and I just saw it. The only reason I'm looking at it, some people has mentioned it on the channel as to there's divergence or this or that. So now I just want to give you guys that little bit of information where ES is trading in comparison to the Nasdaq. I'm still only trading Nasdaq. I could never be accurate with divergence between the two. That's why I don't trade it. I don't use that as an indication or something. Okay, so let's see. Maybe we're going for that equal highs. So we ran liquidity here. We break structure here. There's the fair value gap test. And this one here. Gosh. So, I mean, it would be good if we come and test this black candle here. We are inversing this. We're breaking structure here. So maybe it's strong push up, but let's see if we can get some sort of a test down here. Nice to see us come and test this. Just a little bit. So now we're consolidating here. So it'd be nice to see that punch down. And looking at this, just to get below that 50%. We're getting close to it. Right. Okay, I'm in a long here. I'm going to see if we can get up to those equal highs there. And I want to see how we holding this level here. Right, so there's the equal highs. So let's just see if we can get it to move higher here. See if we can bounce off that fair value gap. And I'm talking about this little gap here. Right at a 50%. So maybe this is the range I should have used. So you don't get close to it. Now we add it. Right, so we ran this low in this fair value gap. So now what you want to see is, you know, expansion closing above that black candle then. All right, let's see if we can get it to push higher. Yeah. We have to get above this area to close and then take that high, that swing point out as well. I'm banking on this because there was all this downside move here and then manipulation, expansion. There's your fair value gap and it lined up with the 50% right there. So that was a good entry actually. All right, so that's nice momentum there. See if we can keep it there. Must say this entry I took here was a bit of a silly entry. Should have waited for this. I should have used a bigger range, not that small range. And the reason is from down here to up here, we didn't even get close to the 50%. So I don't know why I thought that was the closest target to move. So we're above the bodies of this black candles. Finding support there, it looks like it. What we need now is follow through. Okay, so now we're forming like equal highs here. So I want to see us get through those down candles. And I'll spin through this but close above it. All right, let's see if we can get there. Down, 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 down. Nice push there for us. Like that momentum. Again, we close below the wick. We spike below the wick of that black candle and close above strongly, exactly what we said. So at this point, pretty much a break even. So let's see if we can get that push higher. Okay, momentum looks good so far. So close, guys. See if we can get it. Give us that push. This is the type of entries we like to take. It sets up, you enter, and it moves, and it's getting there. It's not tiny candles going sideways and just dragging on for the whole day. It's actually pushed away, come back, form a low, come back, run it, and now move, stop, move. Don't know what it's doing now, but turn around and move in without TP. So let's see. All right, so this is that first 15 minutes. We're at the top now. So let's see if we can bounce in there and come back. This normally comes back and do some weird stuff. So let's see where we such a big gap here. So let's see. I'm leaving my stop where it is for now. It's a sensible place. This could be a pullback to bounce. I hope it's not a turnaround, then I'll be out at break even though. I mean, we're not far from those equal highs. So it'd be nice if we can, make that push up there and then do whatever it wants to do after that. Yep, this is how the open should look like. All right, so this could be another entry if you take from there to there. You're below 50 now. This is where you would enter to go higher. I mean, I could have entered there because I break even on this trade. I mean, if it comes down again, I'll try and see if I can get a extra in there. If not, I'll just leave it. All right, so if we close above this high, hopefully we go straight through to the profit target and then I'll obviously move my stop up. I'll just move it up in the profit. So okay, I just added another 5. See if that helps. I'm still below the swing point here, so adding to this position when I'm at break even, put me at risk for $300 now to make about 2,300 almost. So that's still good risk to take. So in theory, we should see a bounce up here, but we've also seen this last couple of weeks that doesn't count because the market can do whatever it wants. But basically, I'm happy to risk you know, take that risk of $300 there for that reward. I'd like to see a bounce there. Nice long pin would be great. Keep going up, keep going up. Oh gosh. All right, so we're out of that trade. That's what we spoke about not so long ago. I mean, we'll most probably run up now and tackle those equal highs. But it's fine. I was happy with the risk and all of that, so I'm not going to break my head over that. So just amazing how price is behaving. But what can you do? If you took profit, then great. Good for you. Yeah, I don't know what that was. But let's see. I guess that's why we have stop losses, right? It's just annoying that we call the market right. We're gonna get to where we want to, but unfortunately, it's going there without me. I don't want to just jump into the trade here. I'm going to let it run those equal highs and then show me something else. So I think there's a bigger target to the downside if we decide to go down. So we on the flat end right now on the 15 minutes. So still bullish, but flat. Remember, we've got that fair value gap that we need to get through first. And I think I'm just gonna wait for that to do what it is. I mean, if I didn't scale in, I would have been out at 0, which is fine, but the risk I was putting up is also fine now. I think we do a quick scalp here. This ES is running up the page. Hopefully we can follow through here too. So I have the finger on the pulse here so I can cut it if we decide not to do it. But ES was up quite quickly, aggressively, so hopefully we get a nice big pump up as well. It's amazing how the one will run up and the other one will just stay stuck. I mean, ES is still going up. You know something's wrong if both of them are not 100% doing well. Can't be 100%, but let's see. Oh gosh. Can you believe that? Okay, so we're in that fair value gap. Let's see if we can see a bounce or what, a complete reversal. I don't know. It's amazing when we get to liquidity, we will not follow through with ES, but when we deviate away from it, ES is falling, we're falling, then we follow the pattern. But when we need to get to a target, then you're not following the pattern. So ES is moving up nicely again, and now we're struggling to move up. Yes, it's almost at those highs again, and they're at the highs now, and we are stuck. We're moving down, ES moving up. Okay, so ES is moving higher, and we holding price down here. And we're moving, actually, looks like we want to go lower. Don't understand why we cannot just go up and run. Maybe it's easier to trade ES. Yes, is going higher, making new highs on those highs they just made, and we're still consolidating. Just no joy with this Nasdaq. we will all be celebrating if it was ES. And there goes ES. Making highs, new highs. And we are just stuck, not going anywhere. So ES has gone higher 3 times now, and we've gone down 3 times. Huh. Okay, so we're still in this range here, which is at 50% now. So maybe that's what's happening. Just wanted to bounce something, and hopefully we get the push up here, because this is like consolidation, ran at lows, and hopefully we can get up here. But what the hell? Oh, the indicator. Let's see. Indicator shows pullbacks. We gotta see a turnaround here to move higher. And this is the reason why I don't trade Nasdaq and S&P or the ES side by side. I mean, some people say it's a good indication on divergence. I just don't get it, because one goes up, the other one goes opposite. They move together on the downside, which is against you, but going for you, the one I'm trading is always struggling. So let's see. It's just going lower, lower. Okay, so that's, just take that trade off, because makes no sense, guys. It just makes no sense. At one point this was good, and then the nonsense started again. So I don't know what indicator. I mean, you can't read anything here. This was a nice long here, taking it off here, but obviously you won't trade this. You would look for long opportunities. That's where it was. That was probably the trade, but we just didn't get to where we wanted to get to. So I think the best is just to sit and wait. Right, so obviously we didn't do that, so I don't know if we want to stuck around in a sideways move here for the next 200 years again, and then, you know, when we all pack up and leave, we run it quickly and then drop or whatever. It's amazing how this first 15-minute prints and then price gets stuck in it. It's been happening a lot lately, so. All right, so if we come close below all of this and take this out, then I think it's going to be some good levels to target down here. But yeah, don't be too greedy here. The best thing would be to just to wait for price to get to liquidity, run it, and then see if it wants to reverse from there, in my opinion. All right, so we inverse that fair value gap, which is the first presented fair value gap. This one. But let's see if we're gonna bounce from here to run up there, or we actually inversing to go lower. What do you guys think? Are we in for a nice sideways move again? Maybe I must just stick to 10 points. Take 10 points and walk away. I would have been up already. Oh, this is killing me, this bloody thing. But I guess we got to be patient, right? Okay, so it looks like we're gonna make our way up there now, which I mean, rand liquidity, it's just running liquidity, which I guess is it's part of the game, but gosh, it's irritating because ES has moved up nicely. We would have been out of the trade, all of that, and then Nasdaq dropped way deeper than ES did. ES is at the highs again, and we still struggling. I'm not taking this trade here because if I want to take a trade here, I will most probably look to get it around this area. Just to show you, see at the bottom, 50% is at the bottom of that. And the reason I would take it here is this was the down candle that ran this liquidity. We closed above the bodies. I mean, we could have bought here, put a stop down here, but I would rather try to make sure this thing is going somewhere, and then maybe take a long here and then try to go up to those equal highs. So let's see something. If this was the high, that was the first break and close of the first 15. We came down, close here. Dum, 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 dum. I mean, this candle bouncing off this fair value gap up here, that's fine. If we run through it, that's fine. We'll look for another setup. But the real value would be to get in down here. I think the smart money value was obviously down here. And that is obviously if you take all of this, it's below 50% back into that first fair value gap. I mean, ES is already up here and we still, I don't know, trying to, I don't know if NQ is trying not to run liquidity these days. Every time ES is make a little bit of a pullback here, we drop like broom, broom, big candles. ES would have given us some nice OTE entries. 2 already, not ES, not NQ, but ES did. I mean, even after our session yesterday, I went and looked at the Dow. I mean, ES was all over the place, but the Dow actually had some nice clean moves. I've never traded the Dow, so let's see where that 50% is now. Mark this out. It's at 50%. So maybe we go buy and see. Da, da, da. So yesterday I was scared to take buys and we keep going up. I'm actually taking buys and I get stopped. Okay, let's see. Are we going to do something here or not? Okay, let's go back to the water. Okay, so also the reason I don't trade live accounts this week, it's because it's NFP, and as you can see, price action would have killed me. If we hit those equal highs first, I'll obviously cancel the order that's currently in place there. Okay, let's see if we can get the value entry and then push higher. Funny thing is, NQ, we're consolidating lower. ES is consolidating higher. And this is the exact reason why I don't trust these SMT divergence, because this would have been divergence, that would have been divergent, this is divergence. I mean, this is divergence, this is divergence. So it's all over the place. And it makes no sense. Oh, here we go with the deep drop again. Guys, if we go down there, I'm just going to let it be. And then obviously there's no trade here on NQ. Then I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. Just don't get today's trading. Leave all the highs there and goes, yeah, sideways, but run all the lows. Keep running the lows. What I'm trading here, guys, this is, I would never trade like this in a funded account or live account. Just so you guys know. NQ is dropping like a rock and ES is holding price higher. I think if they're so out of tune, then there's a problem. Or there's a bigger problem coming. Ta da 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 da. Yep, if it's going to stop me out here, then it's fine. I'm not gonna be bothered. Yeah. Even on the 15 minutes, S&P is nice and clean, bullish. Nasdaq is sideways in a mess. And I don't know why the one's struggling so bad. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I mean, I haven't looked at Dow. Let's see if I can add a chart here. Indices. Let's go add Dow Jones. Let's. So I want to say to you all that everything's going to be better sometime. I just don't know when that sometime is. Because I've been waiting for good times for a long time now. Yeah, Dow is nicely pumping higher here. It's at the highs again. S&P is going there. Nasdaq is going down. Maybe I must start trading something else and not Nasdaq. Till Nasdaq has sorted out its shit. Look, you can't fight price. If price doesn't want to go your way, then I guess best thing is just to walk away. Let's see. Alrighty. Let me see. I guess we just have to be patient now. So the 1 hour fair value gap is holding. 15-minute fair value gap is holding on NQ. So S&P didn't even get close to that fair value gap. And Dow is rejected and bounced nicely off its fair value gap. So, alrighty, so let's see. We are in sideways Vania again. So let's let it do what it wants to do. Maybe Nasdaq goes up to the moon now and everything else dumps. And then we're going to question that as well. So I just always thought that if you look at the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, they will move in harmony. So they move up, but just at the highs, some will go higher and some wouldn't. That S&P. But if it does this and everything else, well, all of them are doing their own thing, not just at certain points, but all the time. I know that it can't be exactly the same. I know that, but yeah, I know ICT once said if they're not moving in a harmony, then you know there's a bigger problem coming. Let's see. 75% better pullbacks. Beep, 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 beep. I'm not saying 50% is the best. I'm just saying, I mean, in a sideways market, yeah, you'll get your 79%, 80%. But if you get nice pushback, push, and all of this, your entry is going to be down here. You're going to miss all of that. This just gave you like a 1.5, 1.5 R. Look, guys, even if this thing goes up and touch me there, I don't think this is going to be like a high five session. You know, having a party because it happened. I mean, this was horrible. This was like, thank goodness. That's what it is. Yeah, so in these sideways movements, then those 70-80% pullbacks are good. But I mean, yeah, 50%, I'm just using 50% as equilibrium. And then I look for the closest fair value gap, and that's where I enter. If it goes past that, so be it. But yeah, I'm not focusing on an actual pullback percentage on the Fibonacci. But I mean, that's ICT's OTE model. It's a 79 point something, or 76.9, 79.6 is the pullback Fib sweet spot for him, between 69 or 60 and 65 and 79 or something like that. Which average probably 75. But I mean, we've seen how many times the market turn on 50% exactly. So, like I said the previous time, if you want to capture that and you take a trade, maybe split your trade into 3 pieces. Get something in on the 50, on the 60, and the 70s. So then you get a good price. Or then you're at least in a trade. Or you just wait for 75%. And if you miss it, you miss it. And if you get it, then good. Okay, here we go. Let's drop it through the floor. Let's see, yes. Okay. Obviously, it will drop now for ES because it's been rallying where we were just stuck here. So if you ever needed training on consolidations or sideways moves, I mean, this is the time for you to learn. It's probably the best time to learn. Actually gonna close this at break even, yeah. Just wanted to get back into the green there. Maybe it hurt me. Want to close this, and now it's just gonna drop. Okay, so I'm out in the green. I just don't trust it. Now maybe it will shoot up for you guys. Maybe it will make this huge, big ass white candle to the roof. All right, so I think we can all say this was the best entry today. And what I want to see, you struggle to get your 2R here. Again, we've got VWAP nice and flat. But wait, we're going to end the stream. And then I'm going to come back PM, and then we had this nice move. Right, so we're in a little fair value gap here on the VWAP. So let's see if we're going to inverse and go higher. Not going to do it, but this would be key to close above to go higher. But who knows? Who knows? Let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, we're getting above that level now. Let's see if we can. Okay, so we closed above that, so that should, in theory, take us potentially higher. Let's see something here quickly. Just looking at something. Break above, close above. Run liquidity. Stuck and back. That's about, what is that, like 100 points? Yeah. So obvious going to go to our target now. Okay, let's see. Okay, so nice close above that. I mean, there's fair bit of gaps down here. Didn't really run liquidity down here, so nothing A plus here. This is probably the closest to an A plus. We ran liquidity here, and we broke structure, all of this structure, and this fair value gap. We inversed it. We came back to that 50, to that fair value gap, bounced there, and we take it higher. If we left the stop down here and the entry here, we most probably would have to sat through all of this and now actually moving up. I think the key thing is that you have to, I mean, I can tell you guys, not last year, the year before, I had a brilliant strategy that I trade on red for the days, and I had a hit rate of 86%. Just give me a second. Yeah. No, so just, sorry, I just had to get rid of the dog. So what I was saying is not last year, the year before elections, it was a year and a half before that. I traded the red for the strategy. I had a very specific entry and strategy there, and it worked 86% of the time at an average of 3.5 R. And I mean, I thought I had it all figured out. Works perfectly, no problem. And then I went away on holiday, came back, and that was after the Trump became president again. And we came into the new year. I was ready to fire. And then the next minute, I mean, with the tariffs and all of that, that strategy did not hold. I was getting stopped out left, right, and center. So I had to look at other ways, not other ways. I've always had the ICT and all of that I've traded, but out of all of that, I had one thing that worked brilliantly and it was easy to understand, and it's not setting up. It's just not setting up. But anyway, so what I was trying to say with that is if you have one strategy, you could trade it, but I think through times like now, it might get tested. And maybe it's also good to, understand more about the dynamics on how price moves, to adapt and maybe change gears, maybe have maybe 2 or 3 strategies in your ammo. Not to be difficult, but just to make sure that you can adapt to certain conditions. Now I'm keeping an eye on it. It's not setting up as it sets up where I'm like, yes, maybe, so, but it's not clear. If it was clear, I would have shown it to you guys, but I know what's going to happen. I'm going to show you, and then everybody's going to lose money, and then it's not, but it's not accurate right now, or at least for this last year and a bit. Since the tariffs was March last year. Yeah. All right, so we're at those equal highs now. Good to see what happens now. I mean, here's a good example. When you're at equal highs, that's liquidity. You don't want to go slowly, really, what's happening? Let's see what we can do here. Normally it will hold, and then suddenly shoot through it and reverse or do something. Now, I don't know. Maybe Trump is teaching a bunch of dumb people how to trade liquidity. And they, working out with calculators and all of that, what they should do here. But anyways, we did close above that. I need to see aggressive move down, and what would be key here is aggressive sell-off, breaking this low right here. If it's not doing that, then I'm not very keen or confident on that. And also the other thing is you don't want to, if you got different strategies, the core must still be the same. And you need to use it differently in different market conditions. And also the reason I don't want to, show too many, because then people start jumping from one strategy to the next, and that's when you lose money as well. Or get confused and all that crap. And that's what I'm saying. We just got to be patient with price here. It's not doing us any favors. And maybe the right thing is to just look at those easy wins, short base hits, not, or the other thing is wait for price to get to liquidity and then trade away from that liquidity if it gives you a setup to the opposite, or at least 50% of a range. Now we're just consolidating at the equal highs here. So all right, so okay, so you're still down slightly. I'm still down for this. I'm sure if I had to trade a funded account, I would have blown it. Well, 1.8. I don't know. Let me see. If we entered here, we had a stop here. Where would 2R would have been? It's there. So 2R will be there. So, if we just, the problem is with me, not the problem. I would have trailed my stop to down here, and I would have get stopped out here at break even. Nothing here would have given me an opportunity to trail my stop up. So all of this, so there's your 2R there. So all of this energy for nothing. On the other hand, if it was a ES, yeah, we would have been rocking. Because ES, ES is already up here somewhere. Just keeps going. Let's see. I mean, ES was higher here, which is fine. Then we closed higher. We went down, ES didn't. This was then higher than that. We went down. This was higher than that. And this is way higher than that. No, so it's not inside the first 15 range. It's outside of it now. Because this is the 15-minute is here. Up to, yeah. This was the first 15 range, so we were stuck in that, and then at last we punch out of it. And but anyways, we're going into the macro in 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then we'll have to see what happens. Let's look at the Dow quickly. Okay. Looks like a W, but it's not a very good one. Because what I like to see on W's is this. Where's my paintbrush? A W for move, and then a liquidity rate, and then a shift, and then a test, and then go boom. Oh gosh. It would have been nice if this was a nice W down here, then this would have been a nice setup. I mean, one thing for sure, this was a good bounce of that order block there. Running liquidity, first favorite gap, so that was some good confluence there. Alright, so where are we off to now? Are we gonna try these equal highs here? So let's see. So I'm going to do this quickly. Let's do 15 minutes. So let's see what this looks like. We're bouncing off here, so maybe upwards move. This is also equal. So much liquidity, guys. So much liquidity for us, yeah. Compared to that equal highs there. But, I mean, and price is now not moving fast. See all the small candles that's forming. I don't know if it's holding. Try to distort any time for something. So this high here has taken it out already. We're still trying to get away from where ES was a while ago. Look, if you look at this at a 15 minutes, ES and Nasdaq big divergence right now, but we need price to move away from those highs first. $28,478, 420 of this range here. I'm talking about this range. Yeah, I don't know. So on the 15 minute, I need to see what ES does. But ES is already up here. Big white candle up there, and we're still here. If that rejects now and drop, and we do the same, that would be divergence, bearish divergence. But so think about trading. It's a never-ending puzzle. We need to try figure out daily. So yeah, there's a lot down here that wasn't even touched. I just think price action's a mess here. Right now, so all right, give it another 5 minutes and see if something drastically happens here. If it's not, I think call it a day and then see what we can do in the PM session. Okay, so ES is very bullish right now. Don't see it come down anytime soon. I think Nasdaq is bullish in its own slow way. I mean, 28,610 is the equal highs. It could be a good place to go, but the fact that we're already there, if ES consolidates up at the highs now, that could consolidate to wait for this to catch up. But I don't know. Very big difference between the two right now. I know there's someone or some people who made money today, 50 points, which is great. Is anybody else who made some money today? Yep, same here. I did not make a dime. Look, maybe we get an opportunity in the PM session. I don't know. Just so annoying. I can't even tell you guys. And now price, I don't know what price is doing now. And Dow's cruising higher. I need to go look. Maybe it's just Nasdaq that's been screwed up. Okay, let's look at something else quickly. I just want to look at the 30 minutes. I just want to do something quickly. Take this high down to this low and drag it across and go back to the 1 minute. So out of it, I haven't even come back into this yet. Okay. Let's see what the hourly looks like. I mean, if we look at the hourly now, this is where we're going to close. I mean, this is a swing point. There's a swing point. So we could go up and down, create a new swing point to break. So this is definitely something that is important to watch, but this Beverly gap is also still in the way. So we need to get price to come down here to start taking all of these equal lows out. But at this point, I don't know. We'll have to see. Hey guys, but that's what it is right now. Maybe the PM session will be better for us. First of all, thanks for everybody that joined the stream today and for your support. It's great. Not great price action for us. And those of you who made money, well done. And yeah, it's one of those things. I'm going to jump off now. I'll see you guys back at 2 p.m. Take care, and don't go chasing something that's not there. If it sets up good, then great. I'm not trading any time from now till the PM session. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you guys a bit later. Ciao. Bye.